Okay, for those of you who can't get Excel to work on your computers, I'm going to show you how to manually insert error bars, okay? Because you must be able to put in error bars into all your work, especially when we get to the point of submitting our work to the IB. Okay, what you have to understand is what the standard deviation means. So in this first rate of 0.31, there's a standard deviation of 0.1. And if you look over here at the error bars generated by Excel, you can see that the value is 0.31, and the error bar on top goes to 0.41, right? So 0.31 plus 0.1, that's where the top of the error bar goes. And on the other side, you take 0.31 minus 0.1, and it goes down here to 0.21. That's how you get the error bars, right? Subtracting or adding the standard deviation. So we can get Excel to figure that out for us, right? We can do, it's equal to N3 plus O3. Okay, and that's the positive value, which is 0.42, so you can see it there. I'll drag that all the way down. So these are all the values that go on top of each data point to make the error bar, the positive error bar. Okay, and then we're going to do, we're going to subtract from N3. Now we're going to subtract the error bar, and we get the 0.21 value. We'll do that for all the data points. Okay, and now we're going to take this information. Here is a graph that I've created without error bars. We're going to take this information and I'm going to show you how to put those error bars in manually. So we need to copy the graph into insert drawing in Google Sheets. So I'm heading there. I'm also going to copy this data into the Google Docs just so we have easy access to it when we're inserting the error bars. Okay, before I copy the graph into Docs, I need to make sure that the x-axis here, the y-axis has enough space for me to add error bars, right? So we know I need to go up to at least 0.42 here. So if I double click on the axis here, I can now choose the minimum. I'll keep that at 0, but I'm going to go up to 0.45 to make sure that I have enough space to add in the error bars before I copy it over. Here we are in Google Sheets. I have a Google document. You can see here on the left I've inserted the values that are going to become where I'm going to put my error bars. And I am going to insert a line to create my own error bars. Okay, so I've drawn in a line for the positive error bar. So that goes, right, so you have 0.31 plus 0.10 gives the 0.42. So I've put in the line to about 4.2. And to make sure that the lines can be seen, you can simply make the thickness a little bit bigger. Okay? And so now I'm going to add in the -1 for this one, and I'll do maybe 2 more so you see what it looks like. Okay, so here you can see that I've added in the top and the bottom error bars. While it's nice to have a cap on them, that's not a requirement. And if you're manually doing this, I would suggest not bothering with the cap on the top and the bottom just because it is somewhat time consuming. So now I'll put in the second set. Okay, as you can see, I've added in the second full error bar. I wanted to give you another hint. So you see that I've added in the top. I'm also going to select the width. I went down to 2 points in case you didn't notice. Okay, so to make sure that your top and your bottom is the same, I highly recommend just copying once you've made an error bar and you've copied it, and then just add it in so that they are the same. Okay, so that's how you manually insert your error bars. And then, like I showed you in the other document, maybe I'll do that here as well. I'll show you how to add in the title and your x-axes as well. And you do that through just inserting a text box. So this might be graph number 1. Effect of light exposure fruit eaten. That's right. So you can add your title in. I'm also going to show you how to add the x-axis. Okay, so you can see I added the x-axis, and then for the y-axis, it's just easier to copy like the superscripts from your Google Doc rather than trying to put them in here. In fact, I don't even know if you can. So just copy that, and then you can turn it like that, and you can have your y-axis title. Also, you might want to make the sizes of them similar. So this may be 12 font. Make this one 12 font as well. Oops. Right, so that it's somewhat uniform. I mean, you can just decide what you like the best. And then you save it. Of course, you finish the error bars and you save it in there and put it in the right location. And it looks similar to the other one. I probably did maybe weight those lines heavier than I needed to because these are pretty light on the original one, but you can see that you're going to get the same kind of graph. Okay, so I hope that helps, and happy graphing.